Welcome to Indigo Oracle Tarot. My name is Indigo, and today we're looking at your next success written in the Akashic Records. And today I have three piles for you to choose from: pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. And I thought it'd be nice to choose with some Orgone pyramids today. So for pile one, you have this really lovely Aqua Aura Orgone pyramid that you can select. And for pile number two, there's this black tourmaline Orgone pyramid. And for pile number three, a lapis lazuli Orgone pyramid. So see which pile is jumping out for you or jumping out at you the most. One pile might stand out more than the others, and that will be your pile today. So pause the video if you need to, and when you're ready, you will find the timestamps for your pile in the description box. I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile one. If you chose this Aqua Aura Orgone Pyramid, this is going to be your reading today. And pile number one. This is so exciting. So let me take you through like what I'm seeing here. So I've drawn some tarot cards for you. And so what I can see is for some of you, like I feel like you've gone through some sort of spiritual awakening in the past and where you had a realization or you started embarking on something and you put a lot of work into it that was very rewarding, very, very rewarding for you. And people notice the difference. They notice the changes that happened within you. And that was very exciting. You did a lot of work, something profound, like it was something, it might be like a new healing modality or something that you came across that kind of changed your life and the way that you approach things. And this was the success you had doing that, with what you uncovered was noticeable to a lot of people. And you transformed something quite meaningful for yourself out of that. And I can see that like a lot of you took that scenario or what happened, like the result of that transformation, and started putting it together like really practically, like into some sort of business form for yourself, doing the work, getting things happening, started creating something, and you started this completely new journey. If it wasn't your own business that you put together, you started something new nonetheless. It might have been a continuation of this spiritual practice that I'm kind of seeing transformed your life. I'm definitely seeing that. If you didn't start your own business as a result of that, you continue to evolve this practice and took it to a new level. And it feels like this has been very tiring in some way. If it's your own business, it feels like it's so tiring. Um, you're just worn out. You're like this beaten up boat in the background. You know, you've come a long way, you've done so much, and you're just feeling like so tired. That's what I get from that. So you might, if this is related to your own personal spiritual practice, I imagine that this has to do with feeling like there's still something that you need to shift and there's something that you need to clear, but you don't know what it is. And you feel like you've been um, clearing out energetic blocks, imprints, limiting beliefs, past life karma like from your family lineage as well. And it's exhausting. Like you've had enough, but you still haven't shifted whatever this is. It's still in your way. It's still there. And you're just feeling really tired at the moment. Well, you have been. Like I feel like you've just kind of come out of this energy. Like put something into practice and you've worked really hard or created your business and this tired feeling, I feel like you're just kind of coming out of that because whatever you've done, pile one, I feel like you went further. Like you didn't give up. Even though you're tired and everything else, you didn't give up. You went one step further. I feel like you've gone to learn something new. So this journey has evolved. Like this is what is in the Akashic. You had this moment where you went through some sort of profound transformation and it started you on a path. And at some point, it became really, really difficult. And you needed more information about the path that you were on so you could progress forward. So move forward in your business, get over this belief or whatever it is stuck in your field somewhere so that you can continue to move forward. And I feel like recently, like in recent months, you have started to get some new information. The Page of Pentacles like can represent money because of obviously it's pentacles. However, I feel like this is more um, knowledge that you're seeking or that you've gone to go and find. And there's been some woman who has been, who has like, she's got it all together. Like she's very calm, very wise. She understands like exactly what you're going through. And she's been able to guide you to a large extent with whatever the missing piece is for you to help you continue forward. And this is where things get really cool. So I feel like if you're just in this stage now, you've learned something new and you've been practicing very diligently, whatever this like might be a coach or a mentor or someone spiritual has given you some extra guidance. I feel like that's been really valuable for you and it's made sense. It's helped you clear up all of this. Not confusion, that's not the right word. Because I don't feel you're confused. You're just tired of not making progress, tired of not coming out the other side into the sunshine. But because you've gone through this and you found the missing pieces. So this is kind of fated in some way. This teaching that you've undergone is fated in some way in the Akashic Records. If you haven't found this person yet, this is definitely coming. And what this is going to do, this is going to blow you away because you're going to enter this period of um, everything paying off. Like you're going to make it through the other side, and it's going to surprise you. And I feel like if this is your own business, like extra money coming in really suddenly, and this is like with the Knight of Wands kind of at the foundation of that. This really signifies to me like it could be you traveling, like moving overseas or hearing from someone overseas, which I think is more the case for most of you. You'll be hearing from someone who lives in a different country to yourself. And I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I definitely get that. Like this success that you're moving towards is kind of sparked, or a big part of that is this news coming in from someone from a different country for you. But this is, if I look at these last two cards for you, so the Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands, like this is sudden progression, sudden achievement, sudden progress as a result. So get ready because something sudden, unexpected is going to happen. And the Six of Wands is all about success. So you have unexpected success coming your way. And so I have a feel like I really feel that this is going to take you by surprise. So get ready because these are very, very powerful cards, like a sudden news. It could be an unexpected windfall that comes in as well as a result of all this work you've done. So, for example, some of you have had like money blocks or abundance blocks that you've been working through to generate more money in your business, or you just want like a new job or whatever it is, but you've kind of been stuck and you've done a lot of belief clearing around limiting beliefs and imprints that you've picked up so that you can drop that whole reality of financial struggle and start a new one. I really feel like this is going to pay off. Like that work you did, it's paying off 100%. Like I can see that. Like it's doubled up. You've got the Six of Wands with success and really sudden, like very direct, very like it comes in with a force, like it's coming in hot. Like this information for you, pile number one, it's coming in hot. And what I really love about this, like this Knight of Wands, the if it's not you traveling, for some of you it could be. You could have some promotions on the horizon as a result of the hard work you've done, or you've taken an extra course to kind of upskill in some way. Then there could be promotions for you too, which is definitely possible. So for some of you, this card will be the Knight of Wands will signify travel, like you traveling to another country or having to relocate for work. Um, and for some of you too, like I feel this is you being contacted by someone from overseas with an opportunity. But either way, like whichever kind of category you fall in with regard to that, this is success, success, success. Comes on very suddenly, very successful, very rewarding. And also with this card, like so strong, like I can really feel with the Akashic, like this is fated. Like there's some sort of community that you're going to be part of, like finding your tribe, people who think and feel about the world exactly like you do. So it's either coming across those people or kind of creating that community for yourself. Like if it's your own business, then you could be creating this community for yourself. People being drawn to you, people really loving what it is that you offer and wanting to get on board and getting that recognition maybe from all over the world, not just one person. But for a lot of you, I think this is one significant person that's kind of fated in the Akashic to have an impact that you will meet through this community. And that's him, the King of Scrolls. So he's very wise, he's very intelligent. You can see he's very knowledgeable. He has all these scrolls behind him. He knows a lot of stuff, you know. It's very composed. So he'll either come in to offer you something. He could be offering you an opportunity or offering you a promotion unexpectedly out of nowhere, which is going to be very successful for you. I feel like you're going to have a lot of collaborations with this person. And if you're not going to collaborate together in business in a formal sense, I feel like you're going to have very meaningful discussions about things that you both have in common. It might be, I mentioned before, like some of you might be looking at different healing modalities and things, and he might share the same kind of passions and the same interests within that modality as you do. And you'll have some really profound conversations with him as a result of that. And he will broaden your mind and your perspective on things as well. I don't feel that he's a mentor. I feel he's just someone that you get along with really well. And for some of you, it doesn't feel romantic. Like nothing about this is romantic. I just think this is like a really great intellectual connection that you're going to have where that's mutually beneficial. I think that he's going to enjoy what you have to say and you're going to enjoy hearing his perspective just as much because you've learned a lot. Like you have a lot to contribute to this conversation. Like you've put in the work yourself. You've done a lot because you're worn out. Whatever happened, this transformational moment for you that set you on this path that has you feeling a little bit tired, or maybe 3 months ago that's how you were feeling. Like, oh, I just don't know what point in continuing because this isn't getting me anywhere. Like I'm done. I don't know what to do next. And coming out of that, like I feel, yeah, this is all so positive. I really love it. And what I want to do too, pile number one, so coming out of that, you've learnt some new things and success is inevitable. Like what a fantastic thing to have in the Akashic Records, you know? Sometimes we start on a journey or we go down a path and we're not sure what's going to happen for us. This is really positive for you. So I just want to draw some tea leaves, and I have them here in a bag on my lap, so I can choose some for you. I just find that's easier personally. Okay, so we have February. And what else do we have? Pile number one, about their next success written in the Akashic Records. Need in need of help and assistance. Yes, we can see that. Okay. Muddled, unclear thinking. Yep. Okay. Feeling tired and frustrated. Okay, some of you might still quite heavily be in this kind of Ten of Wands energy. Feeling tired, frustrated, muddled, unclear thinking, and you really need like some help, and you've gone and gotten that. So February. I'm not sure how February is going to begin yet, but we have a meeting with a stranger could be important. Dealings or relationship with a man. Fears, worries, and tense situations. I think you don't really have a lot to be concerned about, pile number one, because if your fears come up for you because this is such a bolt out of the blue and is so unexpected, and you start hearing some unexpected news about an offer or an opportunity, or you suddenly have unexpected success happening in your life and it starts to freak you out, and that's kind of what I think this is. Like, it's unexpected and it catches you off guard, and you'll have some fears coming up to the surface as a result of that. But I don't feel like that's overly significant. I feel like, generally speaking, like, you know how to handle things, and you've done that before. You've transformed yourself before, and you've grown wiser in whatever process this is for you. You've just gained wisdom. There's nothing you can't handle, pile number one. You can do that. You can do anything. If you take on board like the emotional strength and the wisdom of the Queen of Cups, this person that you've gotten some extra coaching or counseling or whatever it is from, someone who's taught you something in recent months, if you take that wisdom of the Queen of Cups and apply it to whatever comes up for you next in your life, it's going to help you get through to the other side. And you've got this beautiful community coming up too. Meeting with a stranger, which could be important. This is this dude, the King of Scrolls. He's definitely around you. Like, it's so dealing with a relationship with a man, meetings with a stranger. This card itself, actually, too, the Knight of Wands, talks about meetings. People meeting people who work with people specifically. And someone so knowledgeable like this person here, this is definitely him. Like, this ties together so nicely. Handshake. Ooh, okay, golden handshake. This might be a little bit intimidating situation for you too. Like, if having meetings with people and that sort of thing is not something you usually do, like, I get that that might kind of bring a little bit of fear to the equation for you. You got nothing to worry about, you know? So let's see what else. What else can we tell pile number one about their success that is fated in the Akashic record? I don't know how that fits in. A period of ill health and depression. Okay. Unsettled times. Need to plan ahead. Not really what we wanted to hear. Thank you, Worlds of Spirit. What's going on? Angel. Okay. Ah, okay. I get it. I get it. So, okay. Protection from harm. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, some of you might have some health concerns. If you're asked to travel, you might have concerns about traveling that make you feel like it's going to flare up something, like an ailment or something going on with you. And you might be concerned of flying. You might have a fear of flying. That's all I feel this is. Like, there could be, it's just fear coming up out of as a result of that. you definitely need to plan ahead because your world's going to change pretty significantly. And you have a lot of guidance around you from your angels, protection from harm. Yeah, nothing's going to harm you. Pile number one, nothing, because it's such positive energy, you know. So anything like in any reading, when the cards are so positive, when something like this comes up, it's more like a passing doubt or a passing concern that comes up for us, and it's not significant, like it's not going to impact the results of this. You get an opportunity coming your way, it might throw you for six, um, which is a bit of that's an Australian expression if you're watching in a different country. It's based on cricket, throw you for six. Um, means like you're stumped, like you've got no clue. Throw you for six, like it's unexpected. That's kind of what I'm getting at there. Um, so yeah, it'll throw you a little bit, but you've got this. What can you tell me about the successful parts of file number one? Sorrow over a loss. So you might be sad something's ending when all this stuff is kind of going on for you, pile number one. Now, okay. And green card. Oh, love. There you go. You're gonna love it. Everything you're moving towards, you're absolutely going to love. Love, love, love. Love your success. Love the direction you're headed. Love, love, love. What a beautiful reading. Congratulations, pile number one. That's all I have for you today. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Black Tourmaline Orgone Pyramid, this is going to be your reading today. And pile number two, I feel like you need a little bit of hope from me today. So I can see two main kind of storylines playing out here. So for some of you, your pile is really interesting because when I first started choosing your significator cards for the readings today, your pile had two cards that jumped out, and then I decided that all of the piles should have two cards. So, but yours was the first one to do that, and this was really adamant that Hilarion, who's an ascended master, that he wanted to be part of your reading today. So I got very curious about why that was. So, pile number two, full of mystery and intrigue for you. But I do see two different things. So, with this garden card, with these children on here, for some of you, this will be speaking about those of you who want to get pregnant or have been trying to conceive a child. And if that's the case, then we can see that you've been doing. So, Master Hilarion, like he's very knowledgeable, and he sort of governs knowledge and medicine and anything to do with study. So, you might, if you've been trying to conceive, you might have done some research on your own to see like what you can do to strengthen your chances of having a healthy pregnancy and being able to become a parent. That's definitely something I can see. For others of you who don't want to have children, who already have children, who feel, to me, they feel like a little bit older. If you're watching this reading and you have children who are older, it feels like they've been studying. This is what it feels like to me. Or they're about to start studying sciences or something at university. Definitely getting those kind of vibes. Or it could be like they're studying herbal medicine, but there's definitely some sort of study going on with your children. That's what I can feel into. So I kind of feel that this will either be either way, like this plays out for both of you, like the cards that have drawn in the tarot cards for you today, like this kind of um I'll show you what I mean. So those of you who are trying to conceive a child, I'm gonna start with you first. Because this one felt a little bit stronger for me when I was interpreting your cards. So this information that you got to help you conceive feels like you've learnt something and you're full steam ahead. You can see with the chariot, like nothing's getting in your way. You've got this secret, not secret recipe, but you've found the piece of information that you needed to move forward. And that's what you've done. You're like, okay, I'm going to have a red hot crack. Let's go. And it was full steam ahead for you, full steam ahead. And like you can see that this might have had, like if some of you have been trying IVF and IVF hasn't been successful, you can see that this has put like a financial strain on you in some way. You've been kind of protecting your finances or being very cautious about what you're spending. Even if you're trying alternative therapy or seeing a naturopath or a Chinese herbalist or something as your solution to progress forward, like some of these modalities can be expensive when you have to see a practitioner with a lot of frequency. Like the price can add up. So I can see you kind of organizing your money that you're going to allocate for this and watching all of the money that you have available, like your disposable income at home. I can see that you've been very mindful of what you're spending cash on, which is awesome. And so much hope because you've gone down this path. You've got a lot of hope. And this kind of tells you like things are transforming. Just don't give up. Like don't lose hope of that. And I'm just noticing that I should cover up the star. Okay. Let's cover up the star. Where are my post-it notes? Okay. Let me just do that. Why did I not notice this before? That's okay. We can use this post-it note today. This is the one I have handy. Wait till Friday. Okay. So the star. There is, yeah, don't lose hope. Like you might not be seeing progress. You might not be seeing that there's any progress coming for you. But if you look at the star, I won't hold the card up, but if you look at the star, there's this angel at the top, which can be like your guiding light. And so this star is really telling you to look within, go within. And like, yes, you might be following what you're supposed to do to get the outcome that you want, but listen to your guidance. If you don't feel that something's lines up for you and something's not right, then follow your guidance, go within and maybe tweak the practice that you're doing if you need to. And I feel like recently, like if you've been through this process and this feels like maybe 4 months ago-ish, this is kind of what you've done, or even longer, like way back, you might have started this years ago trying to conceive a child. And the Nine of Swords, like for some of you, you might have recently gone through a miscarriage. And that's happened, pile number two. I'm so sorry. So sorry that you had to go through that. And I feel like you really had to do a lot of soul searching. Like, is this meant for me? Like maybe I'm just not meant to be a parent. And I feel like you might have hit rock bottom a little bit with this, which is understandable. Like having a miscarriage and losing a child is just devastating. Especially, well, I think anytime it's devastating, but when you've worked so hard and you've allocated funds to it, like you really want this child, you really want this baby to be born in the world, and I feel like you had that opportunity um, come to you, like you had a successful pregnancy, like you conceived a child, but you just didn't carry that child full term, and you did a lot of soul searching as a result of that. And I feel like this feels kind of like a fresh wound for me. Like you feel very quite vulnerable to me at the moment, pile number two. Oh, I just want to give you a hug. Big hugs, pile number two. Because what I can see here, like holding the faith, going within, looking within yourself and following your inner guidance, like the wheel of fortune is going to turn in your favor. You are definitely conceiving a child, and this is going to be unexpected. I feel like in a lot of ways you've given up. You put in so much effort, time, money, your resources, you're full steam ahead. And I feel like for some of you, you've given up, but you're going to get pregnant, I think, when you least expect it. Nine of Swords is very unexpected, like things changing in a flash, and the Wheel of Fortune. So you're definitely going to get this outcome that you want of conceiving a child. And the Seven of Swords, like, this is a card of success. Like, it looks like a lot of anger and fighting and everything else. And like, there could be a bit of that going on, but I think it's more, but it signifies success here, which is the main thing I want you to kind of know with this card. As tired as you are, as worn out as you feel, you don't want to try anymore. I get it. You're going to be successful anyway. You're going to get the outcome that you want to see. And if you need extra guidance, like Master Hilarion, reach out to him. Ask him to show you what information you need. Maybe there's an additional piece to the puzzle that you just don't have yet, which is going to be really valuable for you. Reach out to Master Hilarion and just ask him to have this information or knowledge come to you, whether it's in your social media feed, whatever it is, have it come through and show up for you. Okay, so that's for those of you conceiving a child. For those of you who are already parents and you've had a child who's studying and going to university or something, studying medicine or something scientific, one of the sciences, feels very sciencey. Your children feel older. I don't know if they've recently graduated or something, but I feel like, okay. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Okay. So for you, your children like started studying and learning things full of hope and so much determination, and they had their sights set on something. They knew exactly what they wanted to achieve, knew exactly the direction they were heading in, and they went for it like guns blazing. They were all in. They were going for it, and they were going to achieve their dreams, and they were going to make this happen. And whether it's been tough to follow this kind of path, to go through the, like put them through university maybe, or spend that money on um, their education, or if you're studying for yourself, doesn't feel like that. It feels more like a parent who's kind of inquiring about a child, but it could be you if you are like at university studying sciences. Feels like a bit of a juggling act financially to do it, and like you've had your heart set on it, and I can see that you've had to maintain the faith, like hold the vision that you made the right choice, because it's been difficult. And this money situation has had led to some arguments about finances, and you're just sick of hearing it. Because it ends, like there's this light at the end of the tunnel. It's not forever. Like eventually, like studying, and this is kind of where I feel like you're at. Like you're kind of studying and you come out of that, maybe you graduate, and it's been tough, like a tough journey, tough 3 or 4 years at university, learning what you need to learn. You're spending more money during that time than you're earning. You really feel the pinch in a lot of ways, and your family do too. And that's this conflict that I can kind of see here. It's been really tough. And It's not like that forever, you know? Like eventually, like you will find a job and you will be able to put all of these skills that you've learned, this thing that you're really passionate about, that you started with guns blazing and that determination of you knew what you wanted to do and you knew where you were going. You are going to get there. If you've had a few rejection letters and things from employers lately, I wouldn't worry about it because that's kind of what happens in a lot of ways when you finish university. A lot of, if you're applying for roles and you're not part of like a grad program or something, a lot of these roles want you to have experience. And as you know, it's difficult to get experience when you don't have any. You're fresh out of university, you know. So you can feel like you're chasing your tail. You can feel like you're going in circles. And then the pressure's on a little bit because, you know, now you're finished, now you've got all these qualifications. What are you going to do with them? Where's the money? Where's this fantastic job that you had your sights set on? Where is it? You know? But there is that light at the end of the tunnel. Like, that's coming. Don't worry about that because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. You know? Something is going to come out of the blue for you to turn this situation around. And this feels like an offer. It could be an offer of employment, this dream that you once had of where you wanted to go, what you wanted to do. You've got an offer coming about that is going to be very unexpected. So, and you might feel like because you've put in all this effort applying for work and nothing is happening, no one wants to hire, you know, someone with limited experience, you're so tired and worn out in the Ten of Wands, had enough, don't know what to do next. This is a little bit kind of, you know, woe is me type of vibe I get from this card with you. Um, then just know that like this is a card of success. So it feels like for you there's a lot of competition. So if you've got a lot of graduates finishing at the same time, you're all applying for the same jobs, you know? You're all in part of like getting the same degree. You're all applying for the same jobs all of a sudden. But that will settle down. Like you're going to be victorious here. You're going to be successful. Amongst all of the competition and amongst everything else, you're going to be successful. So how exciting is that? You know? Congratulations to both of you for pile two. In either scenario, congratulations on employment or your child getting employment after graduating. And if the pregnancy scenario is more your type of vibe, congratulations to you too. I just want to draw some tea leaves for you. See if I can get more information. This feels pretty clear to me though, so I don't want to draw too many tea leaves. Yeah, fear, worry, and tense situation. Hmm, interesting. Time to act. Time to act. That's right. Either way, like for both of you, like whichever scenario resonates with you the most, it's time to act. Don't give up. Happiness is coming because you're going to be very successful. You're going to get the outcomes that you want. There you go, November. So by November, which might seem like a long way away because we're in May as we're recording this, that doesn't mean that. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition, pile number two. Everything is going to work out and possibly by November. Isn't that wonderful? Let's see. See if I can get one more card for you. I feel like, what color are these ones? Purple. Okay. Let me see if I've got another purple one, which might have more indication. April. Ooh. Yeah, I'm feeling this is kind of happening. This scenario, the fear, the worry, the mental gymnastics. If you had a miscarriage, that may have been in April. So fairly recent. I did feel that this was recent. And if you've been worried about finances, your financial situation, because you've been studying, you've learned all these new things, and you know there's no financial rewards as a result of that yet, doesn't mean anything. you know. I feel like that really happened in April. Now I feel like I'm just picking cards for no sake. A journey, either physical or mental. A journey, a journey. A journey, physical or mental. I don't think this is an actual journey. I just think this is more progression. Because you can see, let me move all your tea leaves out of the way. You can see with the Knight of Swords here, progress, sudden advancement, unexpected, a journey, physical or mental. Some of you might go away and conceive a child unexpectedly. Maybe you're going on a holiday and you'll conceive a child unexpectedly. Or maybe you will find a job and gain employment in your industry that you need to travel for. It's an unexpected opportunity that requires you to travel or relocate. Mm. So there you go. That's interesting. Interesting dynamic to your reading, pile number two. Pile number two, that's all I have for you today. If you like my reading, you can let me know in comments too, which part of this reading really resonated for you. And if you like my readings, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Hi, pile number three. If you chose this lapis lazuli orgone pyramid, this is going to be your reading today. And pile number three. Pile number three. So the good news is for you that your success, I feel like this is for you if you have your own business, more than a career, but it could be for either. So your success is guaranteed in the Akashic Records. Like you are going to be successful with whatever it is that you're doing. That's what this is signifying here. Like this is someone who's very smart in business, very clever. You know what you're doing. You've learned a lot. You've got it going on. There's all the wealth and material success that goes along with it. Like that's definitely coming for you, as well as this fated meeting. So this fated meeting in the Akashic Records feels like it's instrumental to this success, or it plays a role in this success. Like you're very smart and savvy and off your own bat, but this person you're going to be meeting, which I feel is this King of Wands here, um, is playing a role in that. So, like what I can see, like looking at your tarot cards, and I've put a little post-it note over this part of the Devil card because there's a little bit of nudity in that corner because he's holding some puppet strings and there's a couple of people dancing naked in the corner. So I've just put a post-it note over the top, the wait till Friday. Well, yeah, wait till Friday post-it note. Okay, so what I can see for you, pile number three, is that whether this is business, it feels more businessy. I feel like you started a business or you had a project going where you just gave up. You're like, you know what? This just doesn't work for me. This is garbage. It's never going to get off the ground. Um, I don't know what I'm going to do. You're kind of indecisive about whether you should pursue it or whether you should just drop it and start something completely different. And I feel like this stalemate feeling like lasted for quite a while for you, like for several months. You really didn't know which direction you were going to head in. And like an opportunity kind of came in for you with the Two of Wands. Like if this hasn't happened yet, because this feels kind of close together, like these cards here, this feels like the indecision about whether your business or career is right for you, if you're in the right industry, or your business is even viable, and it feeling like it's not progressing, you're not getting ahead, you're not where you want to be yet. Those kind of vibes feel like they've been ongoing for quite some time. But then there's this opportunity, and I don't know, some of you might have had an opportunity come in and for it like a job opportunity or a career, and you turned it down, and this was this indecision like contributing to that as well. But for most of you, I kind of feel like that's what you were waiting for, like some sort of opportunity to turn things around. And didn't matter what was going on, nothing was moving forward. And I feel like now you're coming out of this energy of the Eight of Swords where that feeling of feeling stuck and not knowing what to do, and like you're a prisoner of your own mind in a lot of ways, because it's easy to feel like connected to these feelings that we see here, like a feeling like no progress. That's the state of mind. And I feel like you're coming out of that at the moment. Like as we speak, I feel like you've just come out of that and you're starting to see things from a different perspective. And once you do that, once you make that change and you stop seeing the negative aspects of things and see what's possible, and that like these opportunities for you, they're still possible. You know, if they haven't come along yet, it could be a case of divine timing. And because we're looking at the Akashic as well, maybe it hasn't lined up with the timing that you wanted, but it's still there for you. It's still coming. These opportunities are still coming for you to be successful, is what I can see. And this King of Wands coming in. So he's very determined, very successful, very wise, knowledgeable, compassionate, understanding. Like this person understands what you've been through. They understand, like, but they see your potential. They're very compassionate. Just because your business hasn't been successful or your career hasn't taken off doesn't mean that they don't see that potential within you. And they absolutely do. Like this is fated. And you can see this isn't romantic in any way, shape, or form, your reading, but there's a fated meeting that contributes to your overall success. And the Queen of Keys like actually speaks of like a rapid success, rapid achievement of all of your hopes and dreams and goals. This is fated for you, if you want to call it that. You know, you can see like it feels like a lump sum of money coming in and this new start. So the Five of Swords is like signifying the end of this. So all of this mental turmoil and anguish that you've been experiencing, this is ending. You can put this behind you, the Five of Swords. There's cash coming in. You're going to be in a very comfortable, secure position when money comes in. And it could be an offer, could be a business partnership from this King of Wands. This partnership, this opportunity that you've been waiting for is arriving. And this is life changing for you. This is a life changing connection, is what I can see. And you're going to be leaving behind. So this is really cool. I like this for you. You're leaving behind all of like the spilled cups, like the crying over spilt milk type of energy that kind of comes from like like the four cups that are spilt over and one's still full. Like you can see here across the bottom of the card. Four of them are spilled. Like this is all the past, happened in the past. You can't do anything about it. Let it go. You've got this one cup that's full, and this is the cup that's progressing. This is the opportunity that's progressing. That is going to make you very successful and bring all of your dreams to fruition. And the devil card here, like normally people freak out when they see the devil, but you shouldn't, because the devil like also kind of reinforces in a lot of ways material gain, material wealth, because it's all those like worldly. like physical world indulgence. Like you're going to be in a position to indulge because you have this financial stability behind you. That's what this is kind of saying to me. And as well, you have the extra ability to you've grown in a lot of ways, like to come to this point where you're progressing with this one full cup and you're successful with whatever it is that you're doing. Like, I really feel like you've learnt from that. You've learnt from, like, not from the devil, but um, you've learnt about the negative aspects of yourself. You've learnt about, you know, keeping yourself stuck in stagnation, what that means for you and how you can avoid it. You've seen a lot of patterns that have brought you to a stalemate and you know how to avoid them moving forward. That's what I see in the devil card. And you're no longer going to be stuck concerning yourself with the cups that have spilt over. And this one cup that is really full for you is just overflowing, like with abundance, material wealth, indulging and success. And because when you have a lot of money, right? And this feels like a lot of money, like a lump sum, it could be a windfall that comes in for you too. But this, whatever this is, whatever sum of money this is, like it feels like you can splurge, like you can indulge in a lot of things, like that you might not have been able to do for a while because you're in this kind of crappy energy, which is okay. You know, you're coming out of it. This is a fated thing. You've got a fated meeting. The Akashic Records is guaranteeing your success here, pile number 3, which is really nice. So I'm just going to grab a couple of tea leaves for you to see what else, or if we can get you some more information. To be honest, it feels pretty straightforward. Okay. Ooh, someone new entering your life. Yes, there is. What other information do we have? Pile number 3. Excitement. Firecracker. I love that. Wealth. How good's this? Go pile number 3. See? This is fated. What a beautiful fate to have. Announcement. This is this opportunity. This opportunity that's kind of the person that's coming into your life might have been watching you like for a while. Well, you thought you were at a stalemate. They might have been watching you um like if you have social media accounts and things, they might have been just observing you from a distance to see what's going on, and really liked what you were doing. And now they're just making themselves now known to you. And this offer could be a business opportunity. And it feels like that. But yeah, it's bringing you wealth where you can indulge in life again. Someone new, someone exciting, exciting times. Axe. Yeah. Okay, axe. Forces are working against you. They're not. It's just your own mind that's been working against you. Good news is on the way. How beautiful is that? Go pile number 3. You know, your reading is so succinct. It is. Your reading's either a lot shorter than the other piles or I waffled on in the other piles. But okay. I don't want you to feel like you've been neglected, pile number 3. So let's see. I have. Actually, okay. I have these because wealth is so prominent in your reading. I have actually these money and law of attraction cards from. They're not oracle cards or anything. It's Jerry and Esther Hicks law of attraction cards. But let's see if we can get you a money message to help you manage this new amount of wealth coming in for you. How exciting. Let's see. Oop. One's bounced out onto the floor. Fantastic. Ah. So you have this card. There is no shortage of money or time. And how true is that? Number 36. Pile number 3. There is no shortage of money or time. Plenty of money for you. Plenty of time for you to achieve what you want to achieve. Let's see what this says on the back of the cards. There is no shortage, and any attention to shortage of something wanted will always produce negative emotion within you because your guidance is letting you know that you have strayed from your broader basic understanding of abundance and well-being. That's this energy, this Two of Swords energy. You're at a stalemate. Can't get what I want. Nothing's moving forward. You know, that whingy kind of complaining energy that you identified that was keeping you stuck. You've already identified that, so that's out of the way. And that's one of the lessons you're learning with the devil, you know, is that the more you focus on what you don't have, the more of it you attract into your life. Because when you start saying things to yourself like, I want more money, I don't have money, my business isn't growing, I'm not moving forward, then the universe is really kind and goes, okay, you're not moving forward. Okay, you're not making money. You want it, you got it. You know, that's just how it works. So, whether you are focused upon the shortage of money or seeing yourself as having only so many years to live, and so each day is that is expended is one day closer to the end of your years, okay? That feeling of decline is contrary to your broader understanding of the eternal nature of your being. Yeah, so you're limitless, you know? I sometimes find these like Esther and Jerry Hicks, like I love their content. However, I find it sometimes challenging to understand and get my head around, you know? Yeah, so if you're focused upon the shortage of money, that feeling of decline is contrary to your broader understanding of the eternal nature of your being. So within you, like you know that, and you might have sensed this within yourself too, actually, that you know this is going to turn around for you. You know what you're capable of achieving. You know that there's so much for you to look forward to, just hasn't arrived yet. And it feels like you're having some of these moments, like the wait till Friday moments. Like I really feel like you've had a lot of them. Like, what is going on here? You know, I feel that's happened for you, pile number 3. But good news is on the way. There are no forces working against you. Got all this wealth coming in, an announcement, which feels like a partnership to me. Someone new, someone fated coming in to help you do this. And this is just so fantastic. Like, what a beautiful kind of turnaround for you. What a beautiful way to wrap this scenario up. And if this is your own business, like, how wonderful is this? Someone's been watching you, which is so true, right? Like, if you have your own business, you don't know who's watching your content on social media. You've got no idea. Just because people don't like and comment or like and subscribe or anything else doesn't mean that they haven't seen you. Doesn't mean that they don't enjoy everything you post. They're just not letting you know that. You know? So think of that as like none of your business in the same way like the how this is going to unfold for you is none of your business. Like the universe is making sure that that happens. And when you're manifesting, the hows are not important. In the same way, like your social media, like you don't need to know every single person who enjoys what you're posting on social media. It's none of your business. Just let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. And if people really want to like and comment and share and all that sort of stuff, they will. But it doesn't mean everyone's going to. I don't, you know. I would love it, of course, if you like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff to my channel. But if you don't, you don't, you know. I don't know who you are watching this video right now. You want to let me know, let me know. Otherwise, it's none of my business. That's kind of how I see it, you know. It would be really nice. So if that's been you, if you've been posting on social media maybe and you think nothing's happening, this is a waste of time, you're not going unnoticed, you are being seen. And this offer and this wealth and everything else is coming in off the back of that, which is really lovely. And you are definitely like stepping in. This is the message. I think this is like a lesson, a life lesson you've learnt. Pile number 3 is about lack and how, because you got a lot of swords in your reading, and swords speak about just the mind games you play with yourself about money and timing. You might have put time frames around things for yourself that you would like to happen. You would like to achieve things within a certain amount of time. It didn't work out that way. That's okay. It's all going to work out perfectly. You can close the door on this chapter for good and welcome in this opportunity, this relationship, this partnership, whatever it is. Very businessy. You're a very business savvy person. And if this is your career, like likewise, I feel like you could be, if you're in a job and this has been, you don't think you're kind of getting anywhere, you're doing all this work, you're going unnoticed, not the case. You know, someone's been paying attention and there could be an opportunity for a promotion for you too, like pretty significant, it seems like. Very significant. And you've learnt a lot. And you're closing out this whole chapter of dissatisfaction and shifting into luxury and indulgence and wealth and good news and excitement. I reckon you can just get rid of this card altogether. Forces working against you, just some mind games. Put that with the Two of Swords. That kind of feels like where that belongs for me. The rest of it's spectacular. Go pile number 3. Congratulations. Let me know when this all happens for you. This feels like it's going to happen kind of soon because these are overlapping in a lot of ways with this King of Wands energy. The opportunity, them watching you in the background, and then the money coming in and this offer. This feels streamlined. That's the word I'm looking for. It feels very streamlined. So this King of Wands, like he's made up his mind. He knows what he wants to do. He knows what he wants to offer you. He knows how much he's going to pay you. He knows he's a businessman. He knows what he's doing. He knows talent when he sees it. And that's you. Congratulations, pile number 3. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed your reading, then please like and subscribe. If you don't, that's none of my business. And I will see you next time. Ciao.